Tonight we're going to hear from people who are using the Clonia products. And before we have people share, let me say this. Clonia products are herbal supplements. Although we use 100% raw herbs and no toxic flowing agents, we consider our products supplements. They're not to be considered medication. If you are taking medication, we always recommend that you talk with your health professional before taking the Clonia products. The comments you're going to hear tonight are not evaluated by the FDA. We make no product claims, and any individual results, they're going to vary. Clonia products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease. I will say the ingredients that we use in our products have been used in cultures all over the world for their known healing properties. These special ingredients have super antioxidant, super antifungal, and super anti-inflammatory properties. The products are packed with powerful essential nutrients, and many people report some amazing benefits. So, tonight, let's hear from people who are using the Clonia products. Yeah, hi, my name is Tim. I'm out of the Naperville, Illinois area. I've been taking the Clonia liquid, and what I can tell you about this product is, first of all, I notice that I notice personally, a way better mental focus. If you're a little foggy memory, when you're taking the Clonia, it just seems like you got a better mental concentration. That's what I noticed. I also noticed that I'm stronger and a little bit more stamina when I'm doing my workouts. I'm over 50. I'm still playing competitive racquetball. And when you play match after match after match, it really takes a toll on your body. And I noticed that I can withstand way more strength during the matches. And the biggest thing I notice, especially with taking the liquid, is the recovery, a way faster recovery. So I'm way less sore between matches and even after the tournament. So that's been a big help with this product. It's a noticeable difference. I also take the greens, and I'm not somebody who eats a lot of greens, so taking these raw greens has been very helpful to me. I just take mine, I take a spoonful, mix it with water. I like to keep it a little bit amount of water, like 3 or 4 ounces, and I make it more like a shot. But when I take the greens, the nice thing I can tell you about greens is you will feel a natural energy with this. I notice it right away, and it also helps balance blood sugar, so I notice that I'm not spiking with my appetite as much when I'm taking the greens. And I do feel like it helps keep you regular. So, if you're somebody who's having a problem there, and this is something that really, I think that daily cleanse, it's a gentle cleanse, but it keeps you regular. And the other thing I will tell you is this has probably been the worst cold and flu season ever. And I'm somebody who's on airplanes, I'm traveling, a lot of these flights that I've been on, people have been coughing and hacking, and the flu has been everywhere. Now, I didn't get the flu shot. I didn't take any multivitamins anymore since I've been taking the greens, because the greens have all these natural whole food source vitamins, but I didn't get the flu, and I didn't even hardly get sick this whole winter. And I noticed a difference by taking these two products, and especially the greens, that my immune system was way stronger. Went on all these airplanes, traveled the country, and came back and really never got that bad flu that was out there.
This is Helen. I'm from Naperville, and I started taking the Clonia caps about a couple years ago, and I took it for less than a month, and I started to see an improvement in my complexion and on my skin pretty much overall. I started to notice these giant freckles, which are age spots, and especially on my chest. And I got to the point where I didn't want to wear V-neck stuff anymore because it just didn't look good. So I not knowing, I started taking the Clonia, and they started to go away. And they're pretty much all gone now. This was like in the summertime when you're getting this stuff because of the sun. It kind of enhances the pigment, and I noticed that my face started to clear up from those spots as well. And one day my son walked in, my younger son walked in and asked me if I had new makeup. So even a young man noticed that my face was better. And, of course, I take it with a lot of water because the instructions, talk about drinking a lot of water with it. So I got to say it's been a good thing for me with my complexion.
I'm Dar Morehouse out of Goshen, Indiana. In July or in May of last year, I started using the Clonia capsules. I was within the first 48 hours, I was amazingly impressed. I went through a back surgery about 6.5 years ago and was in horrendous pain. I was just dumbfounded on how using the Clonia capsules actually killed my pain. It was able to get me up and around again where I wasn't before. I had also gained over 100 pounds after my back surgery and had not been able to lose it. I started dropping weight. In November, when the greens came out, I added the greens with the Clonia capsules, and I'm actually down 63 pounds right now. These two products have totally changed my life around. I am off of all narcotic pain meds. I was maxed out on 3 narcotic pain meds. I'm off of all narcotic pain meds. I have zero pain in my back. Doing stuff that, here I am, 44 years old. I'm doing stuff that I haven't done since I was in my mid-20s and with no pain. Absolutely amazing on how these two products have changed my life and given me my life back. So definitely it can make an impact on everybody's life.
Hey, Dar, sign me up. That sounds great. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for making that comment.
My name is Frida Bingham. I'm in the Las Vegas area. I'm originally from Chicago. I've been here for about 5 years, and I was introduced to this opportunity of Clonia through Angela Harris, and I tell you, I'm a fibromyalgia sufferer. And if anybody who has fibromyalgia, that's a very painful condition with a lot of other related conditions that come with it. And I noticed on the first day or second day of taking the Clonia, I felt like some mental clarity. And then after a couple of days after that, my husband was noticing I was humming around the house. Because usually fibromyalgia, he had the chronic fatigue, and then I was experiencing plantar fasciitis on top of that, and I was in sneakers no matter where I went for about 3 months, and that was never able to be addressed. And once I got on the Clonia, it came without notice. All of a sudden I noticed I wasn't limping or hopping, anytime I stood up. And it just unnoticeably went away. So for today, we're very windy and kind of had rain yesterday here in Vegas. And usually I'd be down in a lot of pain and can't move, but I'm running around. And I can't say enough about it. And the skinny greens, being on both products together, I've lost about 22 pounds, and I haven't changed anything other than taking the greens and the Clonia. So that is my story, and I am sticking to it.
And sign me up, man. That was great. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, my name is Greg Houston. I'm from the Kansas City area, and I'm taking both the greens and anything that Clonia would put out, basically. The tablets and also the liquid. And I have been in the military for 8 years. I have a problem with post-traumatic stress disorder. And the VA was giving me lithium, Boozbar, Prozac, Zoloft, and I don't know, I've kind of lost count as to how many different drugs they were giving me because of severe depression. And I took the Clonia, and within 20 minutes, I had felt like I've never felt before in my whole life. And a lot of my problems was, of course, military, but I also had a depression problem even before I joined the military. And I always, of course, kept it undercover. I didn't want anybody to know about it. And anyways, I've been doing great since Clonia. And it's a fantastic product. I would recommend it to any veteran who is having problems with a lot of the stress-related problems that they've occurred by being in the military. And I couldn't recommend it any higher.
Hey, Greg, can I just have you comment maybe too, like when you're talking about depression, and have you noticed anything difference in energy? I mean, usually when you're depressed, you feel like you don't have any get up and go. Has this not only helped with depression, but has it helped at all with energy?
Yes. Basically, the type of depression I had is all I wanted to do was just go to sleep. I wanted the world to leave me alone, and I just wanted to go into my own escape, I guess I should say. And I still do require a little bit more sleep than I'd like to, have on a normal basis. But the Clonia has just helped me out immensely. And I don't require the depression-type sleep, the escapism, whatever you'd want to call it. And Clonia has taken that to another level, and I'm able to get up and at least function in life, where before I wasn't even functioning the way I should.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Okay. Hi, my name is John. I'm a Chicago area racquetball player. I've been playing for about 25 years, and I take the Clonia capsules. And mainly what I notice with that is the recovery effect. For the last 5 months, I've been taking Clonia, and I can't even tell you the last time was I took an ibuprofen, which used to be basically a multivitamin in my house. I can play 3 hours in an afternoon or at a tournament and wake up the next day and with just some mild stretching be ready to go as if I hadn't played before. Before Clonia, that just wasn't possible. It was getting to the point where I'd be taking ibuprofen before I played, during play, after play, and then for about 2 days after that to recover. It's kind of nice to not have to take the over-the-counter drugs anymore. The supplement has made a huge difference in my game.
I'm Jim from Batavia, Illinois, and that's in the Chicago area, and I'm a competitive racquetball player as well. I'm over 50. I hadn't been competing for a number of years, but I started taking Clonia capsules last February. And I like the stamina and the energy that the capsules give me. And, it encouraged me to get back into competition. So I've been back on the circuit with Tim and John and these guys. But I haven't been playing the age division. I felt so good taking the Clonia capsules that I've entered the big league, the open division. In fact, my proudest accomplishment last year was winning the 2012 Regional Open Division Championship, and I have not won an open racquetball tournament division since I was 29 years old. So I accredit the fact that I had the energy to go all the way through to the tournament to the finals to taking Clonia capsules. So I'm going to keep it up, and we'll see how long I can compete with the youngsters.
Well, Jim, I think you should clarify, because people listening may not even get the power of that. The fact that you're competing with guys that are half your age, you have to play 6 matches within 3 days or something against some of the young, tough guys in the country. Why don't you talk a little bit about that competition level and what it's like to compete with people at that age level?
Well, all the guys had talked me into competing, months before that. Actually in 2011 I started back up, and what would happen is I would wear out in the second or third round, and because I'm playing a lot younger competitors, and I just wouldn't have any energy to get past into the final rounds. But this time it was different. All of 2012 was different. I had the energy, and really to illustrate that point, Tim, in the finals of last year's 2012 Regional Open Division, the individual that I played and successfully defeated in a tiebreaker was 21 years old. And here I am, at 53. So I'd say that's a pretty big accomplishment.
That's amazing. I appreciate you getting on, buddy. Thanks so much for that.
Hey, thank you. All right, then.
Okay. Trish Stakely, and I started the Clonia pills, I would say about 3 months ago, and I think I really felt an impact when I started on the liquid. The reason I know it's made a difference for me is the kind of job that I have puts me on the front seat in dealing with people who are most impacted by the economy, and so it's very stressful, very stressful. And I keep on hand tension headache medicine. It's in my purse, it's in my drawer, It's at home in the bathroom when I'm getting ready to go to work. Sometimes I'll just take it before I leave. So I hadn't really noticed that I hadn't been taking it until I went in my desk at work, and I thought, oh, my goodness, it's been a few weeks since I've had to take this medicine. And I realized that the pain that I had in my neck, on my shoulders, that was just a daily occurrence, since it was gone, I definitely didn't miss it. It just made my day go better. My work day is much more effective. It takes a lot of preciseness to help people with their accounts, no mistakes. So I am really grateful for the drops particularly. And then as far as the greens, I like to call them skinny greens, because after I turned 40, I noticed that it was very difficult for me to shed weight. So the scale has been going in the other direction. Really grateful. I'm looking forward to more of that.
So the greens have helped you lose weight. Have you been using the greens?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Trish, have you been using the greens to lose weight? I mean, has it helped your appetite, or have you noticed anything with that?
Yeah, definitely. I probably take it a little bit differently because I do more than the recommended amount on the bottle, because when I saw that it was helping me lose weight, I thought, okay, I can use more of this. So I do it 2 times a day. Definitely has helped with my appetite. I know you say you do it with shots. I take a big glass of water, and because I don't want the extra calories, no juice or anything, I just take it with water, distilled water. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot more, at least 20 pounds I want gone.
My name is Eric, and I'm from the Las Vegas area, and I've been involved with Clonia, taking the product since it came on the market in May. And the thing that I noticed right away, I have hypertension as well as diabetes, and my numbers were a little out of control, and I had been taking other herbs prior to Clonia to help that, and they weren't as effective. And when I introduced Clonia into my system, what happened immediately within the first few weeks, my numbers were almost cut in half. I've had to cut back on insulin intake as well as some of the other medications that I have. And at times, you think, well, maybe this is a placebo. Maybe this isn't really helping me. But actually, I went to the doctor, and they ran my numbers. They do a test, what's called A1C, on your blood. And my numbers, even from the medical profession, had gone down. So it has helped me to control my diabetes, which I truly appreciate because I needed that assistance. As well as I now take the greens, and I take those every morning. But with the 2 together, not only do I have the diabetes under control, but the mental clarity that I have because of the herbs that are in this Clonia Cava is truly helping me, even in my classroom. The kids, I teach class, commercial photography, and they say, Mr. Stinkley, you are so much more energized. And it's because I can now stand in front of those students with clarity of thought and energy, which after 20 years of teaching, is good to have that at the end of my teaching career. I really need that. Also, something I noticed with the greens, as I affectionately call them, like my wife's skinny greens, I've been losing weight. And who doesn't want to lose weight? I still want to be the young man that she sees when she looks across the room. So I truly appreciate the Clonia Cava, both the pills as well as the greens. And I don't think, or rather, I don't know what I would do without those 2 products.
I'm Shirley from Las Vegas. In 2003, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I have been doing pretty good with my numbers. I'm over 60, and a couple of years ago, my numbers began to climb. My blood sugar was running high. I was introduced to the Clonia capsules last May when it first came out by my son. And also I had high blood pressure. My numbers were very high. And my doctor doubled my medication. She also doubled my medication for my blood sugar. I started taking the Clonia capsules, and my numbers went down. When I went back to my doctor, when I first started taking the Clonia, I showed it to her, and she said, well, it can't hurt. It can't hurt you. Like, well, it's not going to help, but it can't hurt. when I went back, my blood sugar was down. She had to cut my medication in half, and my blood pressure was down. So I'm really grateful. And like others have been saying about mental clarity, when your numbers are off when you're diabetic, I like to call it you go into kind of a diabetic fog. And the Clonia does give you mental clarity. You also have energy that you haven't had. You're not dragging. And now I'm on, as Trish said, the skinny greens, hoping to drop a couple pounds.
All right. All right. If you're ready, you just give your name, where you're from, and what's been happening with the stuff.
Okay. I'm Mary Cochran from Landenberg, Pennsylvania, and I started taking the Clonia, both the Clonia capsules and the green, in early December of this year. And I started taking it because I had been through a great deal of stress following an accident that my husband experienced 3.5 years ago. And I had taken care of him but hadn't really taken care of myself. I'm a nurse, and I have been a holistic nurse educator researcher for the past 15 years, and have used many, many nutritional products. And my life was so impacted by this accident that I really had forgotten about all the things that I had done, except because my husband is blind, I was completely focused on taking care of him and finding things that would help him in his recovery, which I won't go into the details of his accident. Just suffice it to say it was horrendous, and it's been a long recovery for both of us. But what I found when I started taking the product was both of the products. It really didn't matter which, except that I noticed that I was very sensitive to the Clonia in terms of the amount of energy that I had. If I did not take the 3 capsules right away in the morning, by 2 hours, I knew I just didn't have the strength. And the same was with the greens. And in terms of what
Can I just stop you for a second?
Sure.
Do you take all 3 capsules at one time, and then
I do.
And you feel that? So
I feel that 2 hours later, immediately. Not 2 hours later immediately, but within a 2-hour framework, I know that I have not taken it. And I have no problem. I actually have tried taking it once with each meal, and I did not get nearly the response that I get with 3 at a time. I take all 3. I take them on an empty stomach with the green. And the only other thing that I use with these products is something I've used for many years, which is iodine, because of a severe deficiency. Aside from that, I don't use anything else. And
so have you noticed anything besides energy? Has it noticed anything like pain or mental clarity or any other
mental
thing you
clarity, mental focus, concentration, and clarity is hugely improved for me. And in large part because I am probably one of those, I'm a very high energy person when I feel well, but when I don't, I just have none. And I've always felt that was due to the fact that my focus, I was just going in 6 directions at one time. Almost immediately, the lady at the post office that I have seen for the last 40 years said to me every day, I just have to tell you, you look so great. She said, your hair looks phenomenal. She said, and I see an energy in you I haven't seen for a long time. And that was like, oh, this is the first time I've taken a lot of nutritional products and high-end products, and This is the first time anybody has ever said that to me. And
wow.
I can see.
Wow.
My hair is growing fast. And the other thing, as a researcher, I went through the NIH research on Eclonia cava, and that's not to say anything about what else is in these products, but I was astounded at the incredible research on just very small studies that has been shown. Just, when you think about the fact that your blood flow to your brain through your carotid arteries can increase 4 centimeters per second. I mean, that's really amazing. So
yeah, it is.
There are just so many positive things about this product that I simply had to say this is the best product I've ever seen in terms of overall combination and what the product has the capacity to do.
Well, I really appreciate your talking to us about that. That's a good soundbite there. Thank you. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, or are you all set? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, this is just a product that you can take for however you want to take it, and you're going to get benefit from it. That's just the way it is. It doesn't matter whether you're 2 or whether you're 200. And, the other thing about the antioxidant discussion that's going on in the world today, there isn't another antioxidant that does with the brain what Eclonia cava does. And that's pretty clear as a sea vegetable compared to the land vegetables, and there's a lot of discussion about that in the research.
And I think everyone on here, you did a great job. I think it's going to help us tremendously. We're still coming out to Vegas next month. Can't wait to see you guys. So everybody, if anybody had a question or anything to ask right now before we close out, otherwise I'm going to go ahead and close out the call. I appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much. Look for us to put this on the website sometime early next week, okay? Thank you so much.
Thanks,
bye now.
See you later.
Thank you. Bye.